listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. 55 degrees going up to a high of 68, so just beautiful. Let me tell y'all something. I'm exhausted, and I gotta tell you, after last night, I'm done with politics, and we're gonna talk about why. Georgetta's helped me today, so we can chit chat with y'all, just to talk about. You know, today is gonna be all about politics. Like I'm gonna give you a national day. I'm gonna give you some horoscopes, but the rest of the show is all about politics. You got to know that, and you know we gotta talk about some stuff because I'm just baffled. So I ain't gonna even wait long. I'm just gonna go right on in and get it on. Today is National Candy Day. You probably need some sugar like me if you stayed up half the night trying to figure out who the hell was gonna win the election last night with no idea at the end of the night. So I ain't even messing with you like that. Today is National Candy Day. Get you listen, I'm gonna get me a nice Hershey with almonds, and I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of it because I deserve it. Because I stayed up to 2:00 in the morning, and I still don't know who the president of the United States is. You know what I'm saying? And but I want to talk about that because I'm not gonna even start right now. Anyway, happy birthday to my Uncle Bill all the way in heaven. Today is his birthday, y'all. He would have had a birthday today had he been here on earth with us, but he is in heaven looking down on me saying, you know what's crazy is all my uncles call me Art. Now, my name is Audrey, but they all call me Art. And I thought about that because every one of them call me Art. Every one of them, Art. Oh, they call me Art. 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 My Uncle Blunt called me Art because he went to the military. He got real proper, you know, and so he called me Art Bell. But the rest of them call me Art, which is kind of funny. And I can hear him now going Art. And I that's kind of funny. But anyway, my husband called me Odd. He called me Odd. So yeah, he called me Odd.
I call you Or.
And Georgette called me Or. So yeah, I answer to all of them. What the hell? I know you talking to me, so what the hell? Listen, y'all. Listen, close the kids' ears this morning because this is an adult-only show. It's rated PG. So listen. Don't let your kids listen this morning because I'm sure. And listen, if you go to church and you feel like swearing is against your religion, cut the show off because I got some stuff to talk about this morning, and I'm gonna say what I got to say. So there you go. So cut the show off if your ears are pure and your kids are in the room. Cut the show off. Go back and listen when ain't nobody listening at you and ask God to forgive you. I'm not going to be swearing that much, but I just got some shit to talk about this morning. So, yeah, you might want to do that early. I'm just saying, get you a candy bar and have a seat. Let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about it, girl. Let me go ahead and get to the horoscope because I'm just anxious to get to the election. So I ain't gonna even waste a lot of time this one. I ain't gonna even give a whole lot of talk about the horoscope. Listen, your horoscopes is brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, November the 4th. Is Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Y'all made it to the middle. You made it to the middle. You almost there. Listen, I know like y'all probably want to take the day off. If y'all watched the election last night and stayed up like me, because I'm sleepy as fuck right now. Like for real, I want to go. So if y'all thought I was religious, I'm not. So this is just me being really like you get the real me most days. This is the super real me today because I'm just okay. Anyway, people say I probably share too much on the show, and that's fine. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do. It's my show. We're gonna kick it off with Aries like we always do. And Aries, here we go. There could be opposition or temper tantrums on the home front. You can elaborate on your creative ideas and get involved in groups that relate to the arts. You will do well with clients today. Listen, you're going to do well with your clients today. That's all I got to say about that, Aries. Be good to your clients. They'll be good to you, and you'll make some money. That's it. Show some empathy. That's a big word. Some folks don't know how to show empathy or compassion. Our word for the week is compassionate. Mm-hmm. All right. So listen, you want that money. You want to please your clients. Show some empathy and compassion for your clients today, Aries. Taurus, you may find that someone at work hasn't been trustworthy. They are kicking your back in behind your back, Taurus. Travel for business or pleasure will be enlightening. Make changes that will enhance your appearance and entice potential partners. Look, fix yourself up. That's the bottom line. If you're looking raggedy as hell, fix yourself up. You trying to entice somebody. Now, let me just say this. If you know you just like being raggedy all the time, then be raggedy all the time. Because if you fix yourself up and get the partner, you got to stay fixed up. So if you know fixing up is a chore for you, just stay raggedy. You're going to meet the person that like the raggedy you. You will. Let me tell you, I got to tell you this. I know I said we're going to talk a lot because I got to get to the news. But I remember one time we were having an event, and I went to go look at an event space, and it was cold. I think it was in February that I went. And when I tell you I was busted, I had on like some green sweatpants, some boots, not cute boots. I had on like some string up boots. I had a coat on. I had a hat. I was busted. And the guy was trying to talk to me, and I was like, oh my God, like he was cute. And I was like, is he trying to talk to me? He was talking to me, and I had a cold. I was sick. I was coughing and snotting. Didn't matter. I don't know what he saw that day, but I was like, holy shit, he trying to talk to me? I gave my number. We talked for a minute. Then I found out I ain't like him. And then his friend tried to talk to me. That was worse. Ooh, he actually tried to marry me. The friend did. He said, yeah, that's another long story. But anyway, listen, fix yourself up today, Tars. Now, listen, if you raggedy and you like being raggedy, then just go out raggedy. That person that's meant for you is going to be for you, raggedy and all. But if you really ain't raggedy and you're just depressed and you're looking raggedy and you know you normally look better than that, fix yourself up and go out and meet somebody. Gemini, you may have difficulty trying to get your mate to understand your position. You can make money if you put your mind to it. Do what's best for the people you love the most. Yes, listen, make some money. Put your mind, listen. When I tell y'all I had some epiphanies when I woke up this morning. Oh, yes, sir, buddy. I had listen, put your mind to something so you can make some money. Because that's what you need in the United States, for real. That's what you need. Forget politics, because we're going to talk about that. I'm done. Cancer. You have an enjoyable time. You can have an enjoyable time if you socialize with friends. Be prepared to jump quickly if you wish to stay in the forefront of your industry today. Your involvement in groups will be favorable for meeting new and exciting individuals. Listen, you got to get out the house today and be in a group today. If you're looking to find somebody and some adventures, you got to leave the house. Cancer. I know, like most of us, you don't want to because it's scary out there. But put your mask on, put your gloves on, whatever you got to do. I don't even know. See, that's the crazy part, right? Normally people can look at your eyes and look at your smile and say, oh, you got a pretty smile, you got pretty teeth.
I know.
Now you got to look at nothing but your eyes and the top of your head because you got on a mask if you're being safe. Oh, my God. How are we living right now? How are we living? And Lord knows. Oh, I ain't going to talk about it right now.
Don't say it.
I ain't going to say it. Leo, this is a great day to get out and enjoy an entertaining evening with friends or lovers. Make career changes that may increase your income. Remember that no one can walk through your door if there's someone standing in the doorway. That should have been my closing remark right there. Ooh, let me say that again. I feel like I'm at the end of the show already. No one, Leo, can walk through your doorway if somebody is standing in the door. Listen here, if you trying to meet somebody and you got somebody blocking the damn door, how you think you gonna meet them? That should have been the closing statement. That's a good one right there. Michael, that was a good one, Michael. Virgo, you will be able to make changes regarding your living arrangements. Overindulgence will mean poor health. Be sure to organize events that will keep the children busy. So I don't know if it's overindulgence in food. I don't know if it's overindulgence in alcohol. I don't even know if it's overindulgence in weed. Whatever you overindulging in, it's going to mean you're going to have poor health. Chances are I'm thinking it's food or alcohol, some kind of drugs. Listen, don't do it. It's not worth it. You gotta stay good because you got these kids and you got to keep them kids busy. Keep them organized. All right, Virgo, take care of yourself. Try not to overindulge. Today is National Candy Day. Get you a Snicker bar and call it a day. One. I'm getting me a Reese's cup. That's my favorite candy. One.
I love Reese's.
Oh, me too, girl. That's my favorite. I told my husband. Because I would tell him to bring me one, right? But my husband come from a big family, so he don't know how to bring them small. I used to say, bring me one Reese's because I love them, so I eat the whole pack. He'd come in with the pack. They got the 10 of that 9 or 10 in the pack.
The 10 in there, yeah.
Oh, I eat the whole pack, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't eat it all in the same setting. I eat like 2 a night till they're all going. Huh?
I just had some in the freezer the other day. I love them.
I love Reese's. So I would eat the whole pack. But yesterday he came home, he gave me one. He gave me one little one too, and I was like, "That's good," because otherwise I would eat the whole pack. So I thank him for thinking of me and hearing me when I say don't bring the whole pack on, because I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. All right. So listen, I'm about to go to a song. I'll be back after the song to give you more of the harvest, because brought to you by Note of the Astrologer, Micah Thies, and stay tuned.
Not sure I understand it, but everything seems brighter now than before. I don't know why I feel this way, but every time I hear your name, all my worries disappear, yeah. It's all because of you. I feel the way I do. You make my dreams come true, yeah. It's all because of you, because of you, because of you. And I don't fall in love so easily, 'cause I don't wear my heart up on my sleeve, yeah. I don't know if you feel the same, but every time I hear your name, my worries disappear. It's all because of you, yeah. I feel the way I do. You make my dreams come true, yes you do. It's all because of you, because of you, because of you.
Welcome back. Excuse me. I tell y'all all the time, one of the things I love about doing the show is being able to play music. And sometimes I find some really, really good music. That was a really good song. All right, so listen, this your girl, Audrey, giving you daily horoscopes brought to you by Note of the Astrologer, Micah Thies. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Hard work will pay off if you refrain from expressing your opinion to your superiors. Keep busy and let them fume while you're not around. Romance will be on your mind, and chances for ideal connections are in the works. Listen, just do what you got to do. Your hard work is going to pay off, but keep your opinions to yourself, because sometimes you can open your mouth and screw up everything. So if you're trying to make it to the top, shut your mouth. Scorpio, too many opportunities and too many changes going on. I understand. You have more people on your domestic scene than anticipated. Do yourself a favor and leave your plastic at home. Work at home if at all possible. Listen, don't you go out the house today, Scorpio, because you are prone to spend up some money. So it's telling you to work from home, or if you do go out, leave a credit card at home. That's what the plastic means. Don't mean plastic gloves, mean the credit card. Sagittarius, situations could get easily blown out of proportion if you have made unreasonable promises. You need to reevaluate your situation. Don't let any small misunderstanding get in your way. Yeah, clear up that junk. It's small, clear it up, move on. Sagittarius, don't let it get in your way. Just fix it. Move on. Don't waste no time on it. Capricorn, put your emotional energy into passion, not anxiety. Easier said than done sometimes. Don't be too eager to buy things for those you who really don't deserve it. Make sure that you take time to remember those you love. Yeah, I know sometimes you can get really busy, Capricorn, and forget about the people that you love and the people that got your back. So take some time today to just, hey, smile. What you doing? Just stop by. Something. Just show them that you care. Because when people know that you care, then they care. That's right. All right. Aquarius, you need an outlet that will not only stimulate you, but also challenge your intelligence as well. Business trips will be more productive than trying to fight the red tape facing you. Yeah. You may find that your emotional partner will not be too eager to accommodate you. You ain't gonna get your way today, Aquarius, so just suck that junk up. That's what my nephew used to say when he was little. He'd be like, suck that junk up. So we still say it, like the whole family said, like when something is tough, we'd be like, yeah, suck that junk up. My brother will be here soon, y'all. I'm excited about that because I know he's gonna make me go to the gym. And I need to go to the gym, but I haven't gone. I canceled my membership last year, but he goes every day faithfully. And so I'm going to go because I know he's only going to be living down the street from me, like literally around the corner from me, which is a great thing. So he can just say, hey, and he's up every morning. I'm up too. I just don't like, and I don't like going to the gym by myself. And then when my husband and I go, when I go, so I'm very, like, sometimes I think I may be rigid like people say I am. I used to didn't think that, but I may be just a little bit rigid. Just maybe a little bit. People have called me cold and rigid, and I'm like, really? Me? Like, I'm cold and rigid? But I might be just a little bit, maybe a little bit. I've been called anal too. I'm like, me? Anal?
Anal too, yeah.
I've been called anal and analytical. Like, all of those things I've been called. I'm like, nah, not me. But then I look back now, maybe just a little bit. Because when I go to the gym, like when my husband and I go, I have a plan, right? My life is run by plans, y'all, just in case you don't know. I have a plan. Let me tell y'all something. When I drive with a plan. Like, if I'm going in one direction, I need to wherever I'm going, it needs to be on the same path. That sounds crazy, right? So I may be a little bit anal. I do not like to go across town and come back across town the other way and then go uptown and I won't do it. And I would be mad if I have to do that. So when I go to the gym, I have a plan. My plan is to go in there and spend 1 hour. I do the same thing. I go around the circuit training. When I'm finished the circuit training, when I was going to Crunch, this is what I did. I did the circuit, right? So, the circuit is time. It's like, like 10 minutes of machine or something. I do the circuit. Yeah. Then I'll get finished with the circuit, and I go spend about 10 minutes on the massage table, and then I'm leaving. After that, I'm done. That's the plan. So when I get finished, I'm looking for him. He's still, like, doing some other stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. So we don't work well at the gym. That's what I'm saying. Not at all. But my brother's coming, and so he's always on the schedule, too. He might be a little bit worse than me. And so I know we won't be spending a whole lot of time. We're going to go in there and get it done and come on out. It won't be a whole lot of machine. Let me try this. It won't be that. I'm sure he has a plan, which will be fun because I normally have a plan. And, yeah, I drive with a plan. It's crazy. Like, I would drive with a plan. I get in the car. I know when. And here's the thing. Don't you get mad sometimes when you're trying to drive and then somebody wants you to go stop and go do something that's totally out the way? That happens all the time. And I be like, yeah, I'm not on that side of town. And I'm driving a car. They're like, where you at? I want some such and stuff. Like, yeah, I ain't nowhere near that side of town, which means I ain't going. Yeah, that's just me. Anyway, let me get on with fish. So my fellow fish Pisces, pleasure trips will be emotionally favorable. You need to take a long, hard look at yourself and your personal situation. That's all I've been doing for the last 5 months.
Oh, Lord.
Find an outlet for any mounting frustrations. Consider a creative hobby. Yes, and yes. I've been taking a long, hard. Yeah, we bowl, and I got some paint upstairs that I bought from Amazon, and I got decoupage. Listen, I've been taking a long, hard look at myself for the last 5 months. And honestly, y'all, I really feel like this morning I found me. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so listen. That's all the horoscopes I got for this day. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. Ooh, now let's get on to some election news. So I'm gonna start with national news first. Yeah. We got it, G. We got it, right? So Okay, so I watched the election until 2 o'clock this morning. So needless to say, I'm tired, and I've been up since 6:30. So needless to say, I'm tired and I'm hungry, right? Because when you expend that much energy in the middle of the night, you wake up hungry. Because trust me, I must have got up and peed 5 times because my stomach was in knots like for hours.
Yeah.
So I started out watching Storage Wars because I needed something to relax me because I knew the election was going on. So I was watching Storage Wars. I like watching Storage Wars. I like seeing what people just leave in storage and what people buy and do with it and what they find in storage. So I started out watching Storage Wars. I said to my husband, okay, I'm not going to watch it until about 8 o'clock. But I found myself turning the channel at 7:30 to 3:56 to watch MSNBC. See, I like watching MSNBC because Steve Kornacki, he will show you like what's going on, and every time somebody wins, the little arrow pop up and ding ding, and you know somebody just won something. So I like watching that. And I find myself doing that for about 2 hours. From like 7:30 to about 9:30, I was going back and forth between Storage Wars. And then finally at 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock, because I think I got up and went and roasted me some pecans at 9:30. I was like, okay, which is bad, because when I stay up late, I want to eat. So that's bad.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? I'm gonna eat some pecans, because if I eat those, then it's not so fattening. And I didn't eat a lot because I burnt half of them because I was watching the election. So I literally burnt half the pan, and I was like, okay, so they're burnt, so I can only eat what's in the middle. So I came back, Georgette, and I know you said you started watching it late. So by the time I got back in the room, it was probably 10 o'clock. So from 10 to 2, I stayed up watching.
Wow.
Yeah. 10 to 2. I didn't turn
Oh,
the channel.
good.
Yeah. I stayed up watching. And I finally cut the TV off around 2 o'clock because I realized my husband's clock was going to go off in an hour, and he probably was disturbed the whole time so he can go to work because it goes off at 3 o'clock. I'm just trying to figure out what to say to y'all right now. All right, so here's the thing. Last night election, and the election is still going on right now because it's still going on.
Yep.
Last night election was disappointing, to say the least. I know that Joe Biden still has a chance to win, but
Yes, he does.
I'm over the election as of today. I'm almost pretty much over politics. And there was a time in my life where I really considered going into politics. But last night changed my mind completely. And here's why, Georgette. Because I realize that people don't give a shit about you trying to help them. That's what I realized. So, pretty much. So you go out there and you campaign and you travel all up and down the highways and you miss your family, you miss birthdays, and you're tired and you get sick and you got to get on a plane and you got to drive in a motorcade, you got to risk your life, and they really don't care. I know. I think that being a politician probably ranks right up there as a thankless job with EMS, EMTs, EMS, police, fire department. Yeah, it probably ranks right. I think the police officer and the fire department probably get more love than politicians. I do. I just realized, oh my God, why would I go out there and disrupt my life and people could really care? Now, what I found surprising, and I watched the elections every time we have one, but I think last night I really paid close attention to the map. And when I looked at the map, it was pretty much 90% red. And I said to myself, it is a wonder there is even a Democratic Party, period.
Right.
I just looked at it like, wow, all of those states are red. I mean,
a lot of red states.
A lot of red states. I think what was most disappointing to me was that I just don't think people really understood, and I don't think they ever do. When I looked at yesterday, they can't possibly. They don't understand why this election was important to them, because they vote along party lines, which really has nothing to do with what the party is supposed to do for you. It really is based on, this is my party, I'm going to vote with them no matter what. And what that does, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, is put you at risk of the things that you're going to lose. Because you just voted along party lines. I've said this before. If the party does not represent what I need for me and my family, I'm not voting with the party. Just so happen, the Democrats represent that. Healthcare. I keep saying healthcare because I know a lot of people with a lot of pre-existing conditions. The coronavirus, I lost people to the coronavirus. They died. So I had a real personal issue with re-electing Donald Trump. Now, I didn't vote for him the first time because he just said some things that I just thought was misogynistic and just ridiculous. And who wants that in the White House? Well, the people that voted him in do.
Obviously, a lot of people.
Yeah. And a lot of people still do.
A lot of people.
Yep, a lot of people still do.
Wow.
So that's my take on it. What's your take on the election, G?
I told you I didn't really watch too much of it because I had too much. Look, I have anxiety sometimes. I didn't watch it because I didn't want to have to get that stuff brought back up because I couldn't take it. I literally couldn't take it. I did not watch it until about 10 o'clock. And when I did, I was like flipping on for like 15 minutes and then I have to come off because I just couldn't.
You going?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vote this man in because I just.
You going in and out, Georgette? You going in and out?
Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Okay, can you hear me better?
I hear you fine, but you just keep going in and out.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know why I'm in one place, but can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Am I in and out?
No, you fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I don't know why. I just couldn't take it any longer. I was afraid to even look starting in the beginning of the night, and so I didn't look until about 10:30. And then when I did, and usually my husband, we both have like CNN on, we watch whatever. Mm-hmm. I told him last night, please, let's not watch that. We just can't watch it. Yeah. So we watched Star Wars. We watched some other stuff that was on TV. Anything not to have to watch it because I just couldn't take it. But when we did watch it, I was just sad. I was sad because I just don't understand. Like you said, people vote on party lines, and I get that. But it's kind of just like a belief, too. Like, you do things because you have this belief that you grew up with this belief that this is the way it happens, but you need to look at the reality. Yeah. Sometimes you have to change your belief. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because that doesn't serve you anymore. Yeah. It's not serving you to believe what your parents believed and what everybody else believed, because that was them. This is you. Have your own thoughts and your own voice, now. And I think that voting along party lines it's just not the way to do it anymore. You have to vote on the people that you really think have your best interest at heart. And I just, for me, I can only speak for myself. I just can't see that this person, this other person that's running, that's, has our best interest at heart. I don't understand. I don't know. Like I said, maybe because I'm originally from New York, and I know what this person is. I know who he is. I've read enough information to know what type of person he is and who he looks after, which is himself, to understand, that he is who he is and he's always going to be who he is. And people just need to educate themselves. I don't understand. I'm just flabbergasted again. But, I really do still have hope, but I do have hope, that there's still some states out there that that are going to vote the right person in.
I'm glad you got hope because I don't have any.
I do.
I'm glad.
Have to.
You have to. You have to. But you know what? It was crazy. It was crazy because when we woke up in 2016, and I woke up and I was like, oh my God, right? That was my first thing. This morning I didn't wake up like that. I woke up like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just so over politics. I'm just. And you know what's so sad, right? When I think about this, right? You got people who live in rural parts of the country. Like, they live in the middle of nowhere, right? Where there's no hospitals, there's nothing, right? And now I understand the reason why there's nothing, because they don't vote for the people who can help them. And so the people who can help them say, well, I'm not helping you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you live in a town and you have to drive 45 minutes to get to a hospital, or 1 hour or 2 hours to get to a hospital, that's a problem. So the people that you vote for obviously don't care about that, because otherwise they would make sure that you had these things. The people that could help you, you don't vote for, so you don't have them. So you're just resolving to live this way. And I think that's the part that blows my mind. Like, okay, so you don't have anything, right? You vote for a man who has everything and who only cares about him and his family. Right. And so you don't have anything. And that's the part that blows my mind. And
he's not even a person that you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't mean to jump the gun, but he's not even a person that has had to work in his life.
Right.
I mean, these people who are voting for him had to struggle, had to work, had to, you know what I'm saying, fend for their family and do all of these things. This person has never had to do anything like that. There is nothing that he can relate to you on any level of his life.
And it's sad. And, you know,
so I don't understand.
I don't either. I think it's because, like, think about this for a second, right? It's like the conditioning. It's like when they talk about black people coming from slavery, they say we have been so conditioned to being slaves, so it's hard for us to snap out of that. And that's true. Like we do a lot. We have to do more work on ourselves probably than anybody in the world. Maybe well, I don't know, Jewish people, I can't say, because they've gone through a lot too. They seem to bounce back pretty well and do really well. But they say African Americans have a tough time moving forward because of the conditioning that our ancestors and it went through, and it kind of transferred over to generation after generation after generation, right? I look at this the same way. So we voted red in 1920. We're gonna vote red now in 1940. We're gonna vote red, and so we're gonna vote red forever, right? Even if it's detrimental to our health, if it's detrimental to our families, if it's detrimental to the way of life and living for us, we're going to vote red, because that's what we've always done. That's the sad part. Because here's the thing. Yes, my ancestors were slaves. My ancestors were slaves. But do I want to still have a slave mentality because my ancestors were slaves? I do not.
No.
And that is why I do a lot of work on myself, so I can change the way I think about things, so I can move forward and create a better life and for generational wealth and all the things I want for my family. So I feel like a lot of those people are just stuck. Like older people, like a lot of those people who voted were older people with health conditions. Some of them are living behind a glass door right now because of the coronavirus, and they still voted for him. Like I can't understand that today, and I'm tired of trying.
I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, it is. I mean, because they have to be the ones to change their minds, you know, and nobody else can do that. But I mean, I just don't. I mean, it just revealed so much to me about this country, you know. And my thing is, the first time, yes, it revealed to me a lot about the country. But the fact that you're gonna want to repeat that, wow, that says a lot. I mean, it's not like he has a huge track record of doing anything worthwhile right now.
Right.
Years, you know. He can't even provide a detailed health plan from a plan that he wants to take from everybody.
Yep.
I mean, like if somebody came in and said, hey, you know, I want you to give away your health, because that's what he's saying. I want you to give away your health, and I have this plan. I'm not going to stand there and say, okay, that sounds great, and not ask to see a new plan.
Right. And
demand to see a new plan.
Yep.
You know, this thing about we've been working on it. Well, it's time for you to show it.
Yep.
Like, this is my health you're talking about. Yep. And yet everybody's like, okay, no problem.
Yep.
We believe you. I'm like, I don't.
Social Security. They said there's 78 million, I think it was 78 million baby boomers. 78 million. Yes. Right?
I'm one included.
Right. Baby boomers. Right? Who a lot of them probably going to get Social Security. Maybe. Did you vote? Who'd you vote for? I'm not there yet. I got some years to get there. But here's the thing. Who'd you vote for? Because you're right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like the common sense stuff that you would think was common sense. It's just not common sense. And it blows my mind. But here's so my epiphany, G, was this, right? I was like, you know what? The only way I'll be involved in politics is to educate people. That's it. Because I can't see myself running for a political office, changing my life, disrupting my life, doing all this work for real, just for people to kick me in my back and say, I don't care what you said. I don't care what you mean. I'm not voting for you. Why? Like, and I get it. And I really do applaud the ones who fight the good fight. I ain't it though. I'm just not that person. That would piss me the hell off. Do you hear me? I'll be mad as hell. So why put myself in that position? Because we already see that people, you give people what Democrats try to give people what they need. Give them what they want. They don't want shit, don't give them nothing. So that's my take on it. I'm finished with politics.
So I had, when we were talking earlier, I was talking about, the voting. So I had run across this thing they were talking about, Kanye. And,
y'all can't see me, but I'm shaking my head right now. You can't see me, but I'm shaking my damn head.
It's a Tennessee news outlet, and it's called WKRN.com. That's the place. But anyway, they were saying that he had there was over 10,000 people who voted for him. 10,000. So Tennessee was his number one supporter with 10,000 votes, and about 6,200 ballots came from Kentucky. And they broke it down. So he had votes from Arkansas, Colorado, Idaho, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, Minnesota, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Utah, Vermont. And they totaled, all the votes he got, totaled 60,569 votes.
Did you say 60,000?
For Kanye West, yes. Between all of those states, it came up with 10,000 was the biggest one, which came from Tennessee, 10,212 votes. But he totaled 60,000 people voted, 60,569 voted for him. Taking the votes away from other people, voting for this man who, why? Like, okay.
Y'all can't see me, but I'm shaking my damn head. So you see how crazy that sound? Like, why would you go and vote for Kanye when you know he don't have a chance in hell to win? You only seen him one time. And then when you saw him, it wasn't even on good terms. It's sad, but you know what, G? It is what it is. So I'm going to go to a song. We're going to come back and talk about what happened with the people that won.
I hope so.
Okay. All right, I'm going to ride with your hope because I ain't got none. Hold on. We'll be back.
How do we get this low? You come over and we start a fight. Never know who's wrong or right. Feel nothing when you go. I know it's not intelligent, drinking for the hell of it, but that's irrelevant now. We should talk about us. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. And you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Should probably let you go.
welcome back. You know, what I realized this morning when I woke up, because I woke up really refreshed, even though I'm tired and hungry. But I realized that as much as we want to help people don't want to help themselves. And I said, you know what, Audrey? And this may sound selfish, and if it does, it does, whatever. But I decided, you know what? I have to focus on my family and taking care of them. Because here's the thing. If we ever have to jump ship in the United States, we need to be able to move comfortably. You know what it made me think about? It made me think about the movie 2012 with, what's his name? John Cusack. Did you see that movie? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so remember when they had the ships and wasn't nobody on the ship and
nobody on the ship,
but the rich folks, and it was like, why is there no more people on here? Well, they couldn't get on the ship because they ain't have no money, and so and I hate to say it, and I hate to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but if we lose this election, we're in trouble, like for real. They said China put out something in Chinese. It pretty much said make China great again, or China is great again, right? And they said that Russia, China, and Iran want Donald Trump to win because they know if he wins, he's gonna completely ruin our relationships with our allies, and they're gonna swamp down on us. Sad but true. And I know that sounds like a conspiracy theorist, but I'm not just saying this. This is what's out in the world. But I that's what I felt. And so I've mentioned it a few times here on the show. That's what I felt. And because people are just so blind, they don't even understand. I think that's the sad part. It's so much information out there for you to understand what it is that's going on in the world. But you put on rose-colored glasses, or you just close your eyes completely because you have prejudice and racism really deep down embedded in your heart. Yeah. And so because of that, we're going to fall apart. If Biden don't win, I told my mom yesterday, I said to her, so you got to get a passport. She thought I was playing, right? Then she realized I was really serious. I said, Mom, you got to get a passport. She said, well, what I got to do? I said, we're going to take a picture. You got to go to the post office. You got to get a passport. I said, because honestly, I don't know what it's going to look like here. But we can't stay if it looks bad. You know, we can't stay if they're going to, people are going to kill us just because we walked out the door. Now, that can happen anyway. But I just feel like if we don't win the presidency, it's going to be worse. And I said, you got to get a passport. Mom, we all have passports. All the kids have passports. You got to get a passport. And she said, okay. And I think she really knew that I was dead serious. Like I was not playing around. We got to get a passport. So she said to me, where we going? Canada? I was like, nah, Canada too cold. We're not going to Canada.
They don't want us in there. Half these people don't want us in there.
They don't. I said we going to.
We keep running around with this COVID thing, getting higher and higher. Yeah. They won't let us in anyway.
Yep. I was like, nah, we're not going to Canada. It's too cold in Canada, right? I said So my husband said, well, where we going to St. Lucia? I said, nah, we're not going to St. Lucia. St. Lucia is absolutely gorgeous. When I went there, it was beautiful, but it's an island completely surrounded by water. I was like, nah, can't go there. Can't go to St. Lucia. And it has 2 volcanoes sitting up there. Like, no, we're definitely not going to St. Lucia. But what I realized was I will put my focus on building my company so that I know if we should ever have to make a move. Because, I got a bunch of folks that live with me. I got to take everybody. So I need to make sure we can Hey, listen. That's why we work hard. That's why you know what I mean? That's why we work hard every day. That's why you talking to me this morning.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how I woke up this morning. I woke up with so much clarity, and it was weird because I felt so good. I was playing music. That was crazy. But I was like, you know what? I can't because I have to think about my family. I have to think about the things I'm trying to create. And we can't make people want better for themselves. And when I looked at that map yesterday, and I kept looking at the numbers, and I'm looking at the map, and I'm looking at the numbers, I'm like, wow, it's so many lost people. It just really is. And they're lost because they're lost in their own minds. They're just lost in their own minds. And nothing we can do about that. I don't care how much money you raise and how much you campaign and how much you try to tell. There's a lot of times there's nothing you can do about it. And because if it were, we'll be sitting here right now saying, "Oh my God, we did a great job." No, we're not saying that. We don't know what we're saying. We won't know for a couple of days. At least you got hope still. I don't even have any hope. I like, you know what?
I do.
It is what it is.
I still have hope.
I'm planning for the future. I'm planning on getting uber rich because that's what we need to do. We need to be uber rich.
I know that's right.
So if we need to make a move, we can get on a jet and fly somewhere and sit in Bali somewhere where it's beautiful. And, live amongst the tropical trees and just, my mother probably get healed if we did that. Hell,
true.
I'd probably be healed if we did that, but this is where I am right now. I just feel like my focus needs to be on building the business and making sure that if we need to go, we can go. We can go to Gwinnett because we know Gwinnett got an airport. So for those of you who don't know, Gwinnett has an airport. It is literally 7 minutes from my house. I need to have a jet parked out there. So when we need to fuel up the jet and get the pilot, we need to get the hell up out of here. We can go. We ain't got to go to Hartsville Jackson. We can just run down the street to Gwinnett and get on the plane and get on out of here. Can't take no clothes because it's a jet. Only thing you taking is you, your passport, and your phone, and we out. That's the plan. Like, I know that sound crazy. And yes, I know. But listen. Sometimes you have to think crazy so you can be prepared for what the hell may come next.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
So finally, let me get on to some other news and politics.
But we got some good news, though. Yeah, we did have some good news.
We got some good news. So I'm going to start with the national news first. I know. We done spent the whole 47 minutes talking about... Whew. Anyway, so national...
We'll end up on the good news. I'm
still kind of stuck on Kanye. Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm leaving Kanye right now. I'm stuck on the people that voted for Kanye. Like, really? See what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about, G, right there. Ooh. I'm going to move on. Listen, I told y'all at the beginning of the show, the day was definitely PG, for real. So if you sitting there listening, you got the Bible, and you praying over me, thank you for your prayers.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So all 4 congresswomen, and they call themselves the squad, y'all. This is the congresswomen who are minority women who won last night. Thank God somebody won. Representatives Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. Am I saying her name right? Ilhan?
Yeah.
Okay, Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. She won. AOC won. I think she's gonna be the first African American, woman of color president. I think it's gonna be her if we have a presidency left. I think it's gonna be her. She may have to build it all. He might have to build a whole damn country up again, but I think it's gonna be her. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez won New York. Rashida Tlaib of Michigan, she won, and Ayanna Pressley of Massachusetts won. They won re-election, so they're going back. They call them the squad. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all do that thing. Now this was surprising to me because I thought this was gonna be like a get it done. So Kelly Loeffler and Raphael Warnock is in a runoff. I didn't think they were going to be in it. I didn't think she was going to be in it at all. But apparently, she's in it. And I don't know. Listening to some political pundits, they feel like she's going to take it. Here's the thing. If Raphael can get enough money to because, the Republicans want that. Mm-hmm. He got to raise a lot of money by January 5th. Yeah, so they're going to be in a runoff, so he did not take it. Here's why, because they had a third party.
I thought he took it.
I did too. I thought he had taken it, but he did not, so they're in a runoff. And, I feel like he's going to have a tough time trying to get it. If you want to read the full story, go to GwinnettDailyPost.com and read the full story there. Yeah, she put $23 million into the campaign herself. Wow. Her own money. She want us. Do you think I would put $23 million into a campaign?
I could so use that money in so many other places.
Like $23 million of my own dollars. But here's the thing, y'all. That just go to show you how much money she got. If she can drop $23 million on some commercial ads and some cardboard that everybody throw in the garbage, because that's exactly what happens. It goes in the garbage.
Her own money. Yeah.
Her own money. Yeah. I can do some with that money. I ain't lying, but anyway, it's gonna be a runoff. He did not take it. It was not a sweep for him, so he has to meet her in a runoff. And I think that's January 5th. I thought he was gonna do it though, but he didn't do it. Now let me tell you what happened in Gwinnett, y'all. I know it took me a minute to get over here, but Gwinnett was blue last night, baby. That's something to be happy about. Gwinnett was blue last night, and yeah, they rocked last night. They did their thing. So here we go. Let's start it off. At least there's some good news, y'all. Damn. Whew. Okay, so we're going to start off with our new chairwoman for Gwinnett. Congratulations, Miss Nicole Love Hendrickson. She defeated Republican David Post. She had 185,000 votes. She wasn't playing. She took 56.31% of the votes. Yeah, she said, I feel good. I texted her this morning to see if I can get on the show, but I figured she probably was asleep. Because if she did like me, she probably stayed up way longer than I did. Because she probably was watching. They probably was celebrating. Because these results came in last night. Like before I went to bed at 2 o'clock, their results were already in. So I already knew who won last night. So you know what? F this. Let me check my local election and see what's going on. So Nicole won last night. Kirkland Cardine won. He for the District 1. He had 53% of the votes, which is great. Here's the thing about Georgia. So Georgia has this weird thing, like you have to get 50% of the votes, or it's going to be a runoff. That's why Raphael and Loeffler is in a runoff right now, because he did not secure 50% of the votes, which I think is crazy. Or 51%, I think it is. You got to get the majority of the votes. It's not about the number; it's the percentage, which is nuts. Like if I got 29,000 and you got 28, I won. Not in Georgia. That's not how it goes. You gotta have that extra 1%. So that's why he's in the runoff. But we didn't have any runoffs. We had some clean, let's get it done blue. So Kirkland Cardine won. He defeated Republican challenger Lord McClain in District 1. Jasper Watkins won. He's our new commissioner in District 3, Georgette, because we're in District 3. He's our new commissioner. He defeated Ben Archer. Okay. And also, Patsy Gaston Austin won. Yeah, she won. Patsy, let me tell you, Patsy was out there. Patsy was politicking, y'all. You know, and they try to bring her husband in. Patsy was on the show too. All these people was on the show except for Kirkland and Jasper. I didn't get a chance to talk to Jasper. Like I told him, reach out to me, but he never did. But anyway, Patsy was on the show, and they even tried to get her in trouble. Like Danny Porter sued her. He said that she was politicking while she was on the job, and her husband was politicking while he was because they both worked for the county. And so he sued her. She filed a countersuit against him for slander and defamation. So that was about to get nasty for a second. So politics is nasty too. Like that's another thing. I'm trying to live a peaceful life, but I swear.
Well, in politics.
Yeah, I'm telling you. After yesterday, I realized that would not bring me peace. But anyway, Patsy won. She's our new district attorney here in Gwinnett County. So kudos to you, Patsy, for doing that as well. I mean, Kibo Teller won. He beat out Republican Lou Salas. He's the new sheriff, Gwinnett Sheriff's Office. Yes. So, you know, it was. We had a good night here in Gwinnett County. Now, here's the thing: they're still counting our freaking votes in Gwinnett for the presidency. But outside of that, we had a really good night. There was one Republican that kept his seat. So yeah, Karen Watkins won. Yep, she won for District 1. I think it's for the board member for the education. Mary Kay Murphy, she kept her seat. She couldn't. Tanisha Banks couldn't pull it off. She was close. She had 50.81%. She was so freaking close. Wow. She missed it by 0.2%. That's what I'm talking about in Gwinnett. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. That's the crazy part. So we had some blue success here in Gwinnett County last night. So that's a good thing, and looking forward to the future in Gwinnett County. And you know what? I reserve to be an entrepreneur. Like I'm gonna just stay in my lane. And I used to say this because I used to say I don't think I had the temperament. That's because you got to fight so nasty, and a lot of times, and I could fight nasty. I could fight real ghetto, get down, gritty, dirty, nasty. And I didn't know if I wanted to do that. So I used to always say, I don't think I had, because I don't know if I could be politically correct. That's another thing. So you got to be able to fight nasty, but then you got to be politically correct. And I used to say that about myself because and here's what made me say that, because I told y'all my brother, we're like night and day. He's very politically correct pretty much about everything. Even when I say you should do such and such, because I'm quick to say that, he's like, nah, I can't do that. Right? He the one that made me realize that, girl, you are not politically correct most of the time. You gonna say whatever. Someone said to my brother one time, it was a business deal that they were working on. They wanted to bring me in on it. And I think he must have asked him what was the details of the deal. And the person told him, he's like, oh yeah, my sister ain't gonna do no bootlicking. And it was so funny when he told me that, because I didn't even realize he knew that about me. And I started laughing because he's absolutely right. I don't bootleg. I'm not doing that. I don't care what the position is. Now, I will be your friend. I will be nice. I will even try to do business with you. But I'm not chasing you down. I'm not trying to lick boot. And that's another thing. You have to be able to do all these things. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I thought about it. I thought about it right up until this year. I talked to my friend Derek. I'm like, hey, what office can I run for? Because, you know, he's very political. He's very much into politics. And I thought he was going to be our district. I thought he was going to be the commissioner for District 3 because I didn't know if Jasper was going to win. And then Jasper pulled it off. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Because Derek had more votes in the primary than the people that was running against him. But again, in Georgia, you got to have 51%. So even though he had the most votes of all the people that were running against him, he didn't have 51% because a lot of the votes were split off.
Right.
And so then he had to go into a runoff against Jasper, and he lost. Because I think a lot of his voters were people who were younger people who had went on about their lives and like, I'm not going back to the polls to vote. That's the other thing about having a runoff. If people come out and make a huge effort to vote in the primaries, it's hard to get them to come back out in the runoff. So Raphael, I'm hoping, I'm going to go back out and vote again, but I'm hoping that people say, you know what, I'm going to go back and vote again. They may be like me and said, you know what, I'm just sick of politics. Now, I'm sick of politics. I'm going to vote. I'm going to always vote because my mother, Dr. Martin Luther King, John Lewis, Andrew Young, and everybody that walked the Edmonds Pettus Bridge and Alabama and Albany, they fought for me to vote, right? They fought for me to have the right to vote. And as a black woman, they gave us the right to vote in 1965. I was born 2 years later. So I have to vote. Yeah. Right? I have to vote no matter what. I feel it's my duty to vote. They fought for me to vote. People died for me to vote. I will vote. There's no question about that. I'm going to vote. But I will not be a politician. I won't. So, and it was a purpose of me saying that, but I can't remember what it was. So I'm going to go to a song. I'm going to a song, and then I'll be back after this song. Stay tuned, y'all.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever after. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side. When the sun goes city dancing through the night, but I'm not there. You've got me soaring in the clouds, and as the ocean is surrounding me, baby, I'm sure we lost track of time. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside
Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm excited about this. We had Mark Farmer on earlier this year, and he is the one of the economic development managers at Gwinnett County. One of the things he had told us about and talked about was a new entrepreneur center that they're going to be opening up here in Gwinnett County, which, anything entrepreneurship makes me excited. But recently, I thought it was something that they were going to be running straight from the county, but yesterday, Gwinnett County is teaming up with Georgia Gwinnett College to help entrepreneurs in the county get their businesses off the ground. And so the college is going to be responsible for hiring the staff for the Entrepreneur Center and running the center. And so I thought that was pretty cool. It's going to be interesting to see how that works out, because I know when we had talked to Mark, he was saying it was going to be like a partnership between UGA and, I don't know if he said Georgia Gwinnett, but I know he said UGA and SCORE and SBDC. And so now they are going to be letting the Georgia Gwinnett College run the whole program. So that's going to be pretty cool too. Now here's the thing, y'all. This is probably going to be a great program for Gwinnett County. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, 23 years. Georgetta's been an entrepreneur for a long time. And honestly, we don't know where the job market is going. We just don't right now. There's a lot of people still suffering. There's a lot of people still losing jobs. And it hurts my heart because the holidays for me, these two holidays coming up right here, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, these are my favorite two holidays. They would tell you, like, we make my mother. So I like Thanksgiving because I like to eat the same, because we don't have this food until Thanksgiving, like certain things. Like every once in a blue moon, they may make stuffing in the middle of the year, but that's rare. So, and then my type of stuff, and they had to make mine separate because I'm special, y'all. Y'all hear me? I'm special. So my stuffing or dressing, I'm down south, so dressing.
I know, right? Dressing.
Yeah, when I was in Jersey, it was stuffing, but I know my mom don't call it dressing. When they make mine, it's got to be different. I'm different, so mine is always different. So I have a pan to the side. Now here's the crazy part, right? They make my pan and put it on the side because it's my pan the way I like it, and then people eat it up like, this is so good. Like, that's not y'all pan. That's my pan. And I go back, what happened to my stuffing? This happens every year. I don't mind sharing though, because I don't want to eat the whole pan anyway. But anyway, my heart is broken because there are going to be a lot of people, and it's about to be the holiday season, who just won't have a good holiday because they don't have money. They can't get toys. They can't. Some of them can't even get a freaking meal, y'all. And so that's how sad we are. But the thing is, there are a lot of people like that. I'm just surprised.
Yeah, to get their family together.
Yep. I'm just surprised. And there's a lot of people who lost jobs. I just saw a report a little while ago saying ExxonMobil was laying off a bunch of people. Like before, it was people who were lower income wage earners. Now it's these people in these executive positions. Now, granted, if they're in executive positions and they played their cards right, they were able to save some money, so they probably got a little cushion. So they can take a minute and say, okay, they just laid me off. What's my next move? They got some cushion if they played their cards right. Most lower wage people, they don't have a cushion because every dime goes back into trying to maintain a family and take care of the household. So they don't have a cushion. So why am I saying this? Because this is the opportunity for you to stop for 1 second and say, okay, especially if you're in Gwinnett County, but anywhere in the world, okay, they're about to put a resource center in Gwinnett County to help me start a business. And knowing what I know now, I may not want to go into the restaurant business. I may need to think, you know what I'm saying? I may need to think outside the box and say, okay, what am I may need to go into a business where if the world shuts down, I can keep moving like us. Like we keep moving because our business is pretty digital and we can do it from anywhere. So you might want to think about that for a second. And you might want to take advantage of this new resource center that's going to be opening up in Gwinnett County through Georgia Gwinnett College, because we are living in very turbulent times, right? And even this, let me just say this. We talk a lot about politics. Well, we've talked a lot about politics over the last few months, right? We still don't know who's going to do what. They promise and they promise that we don't know. We just don't know. And that's what made me wake up this morning with a different mindset, because we don't know either way. Like Joe Biden can say he's going to get in there and do great things. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. What I do know is what I need to do. That's what you got to think about. You got to think about what you need to do. right? Because we don't know what other folks are going to do, no matter what they say to us. We have to try to believe that they're going to do what they say, but we've seen that don't always work out.
We've seen that. Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to go back and think about, what am I going to do for myself? Now, if you are in a family and there are older people who can't really do anything, right? You may want to think about that. I have 2 elderly disabled people that live with me. My mom, you got to get a passport, lady. And I ain't going to argue with you about that. That's what I had to do. So you may want to think about that. So think about what you can do for your life, right? We can't rely on the government to take care of us anymore, because it's not happening. It's not working. We got to take care of ourselves.
Yeah. And the other thing too about going to places like that, and you get an opportunity, I think, to see what you're really passionate about, or see what kind of unique skill that you do have that you can create as a business. I think if you're not in that space, sometimes you don't see what your possibilities are. Just being in the space like that and talking to somebody who can help you to craft a business, or look at what you're good at, or look at what you're passionate about, and realize that you can make a business out of it. I think sometimes you have to be around those people to kind of see, a lot of times, other ways to look at your life. So.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be helpful, because I'm pretty sure they're going to have mentors over there helping you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely check out the center and see what it's all about. It's going to be located downtown Lawrenceville on Perry Street. And so I'm going to check it out and see what it's all about. But that what you just said is so important. You want to be around people who understands you, who can mentor you, who can walk you through some processes, because let me tell you something now. This is not easy. I say this all the time, but I can't really see myself doing anything else. I kind of thought I was going to go into politics for a second, but I realized it's not going to happen. And I'm okay with that, because I realized I have to take care of my family. And that's what you got to realize. What is it going to take for you to take care of your family? All this other stuff is irrelevant, really. It really is. What's important is peace, love, joy, happiness, and prosperity. That's what's important. Those are the things. All the rest of that nonsense is irrelevant. And I think that's what made me wake up this morning. And when I tell you, Georgia, I woke up feeling like, normally I wake up like anxious and like, I woke up this morning like, yep, I'm cool with it. Wherever the ball lands, I'm good with it. Because I realized when you have money can't buy love, but you can make some big moves when you got it. You ain't got to be stuck.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal for me. That's the goal. However the election goes, I know you got hope. I don't. But however the election goes, that's where I am. I got to do what I got to do. And that's where I am. So,
yeah, that's true. I mean, whether you have hope or not, you still have to move forward.
Yep.
You still have to have a life, and you still have to look at your life and say, okay, at the end of the day, you're still in control of your life. So you have to make other choices, be it hope or not hope. But even with hope, I'm still planning on making choices. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Doing what I need to do,
Yep.
So, yeah.
And that's what we are. So listen, guys, I'm going to my last song, and I'm coming back and giving my word of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hood. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the ties. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But now the never, ever, ever seem to be over. I saw. So I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet that you weren't nice. But now I am telling you, I'm going to smile. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But now the never, ever, ever seem to be over. I saw. So I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are. Man down, he ran out of luck, and now it's my time. Ain't no looking back, I'm on the right track. Here she goes. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration. And here goes. The greatest good you can do for others is not just to share your riches, but to reveal them their own. Let me say that again. Yeah, that's a good one. The greatest good you can do for others is not just to share your riches, but reveal to them their own. Benjamin Disraeli said that, and he was right. You know, I talked about this, and I wanted to end with that because it's so important. We got people out there who fight every day for us to have freedom, liberty, and justice for all. We do. And I applaud those people, and I'm grateful for those people for their work. But here's the thing. Our work as entrepreneurs, Georgette, is to empower people and inspire people to see their own riches within themselves so that they can build a life based on that. So they don't have to worry. I remember back in 2008 when we were going through our recession, there was this guy, they interviewed him, and they were talking about the recession, like, how are you faring in the recession? He was like, oh, there's a recession? He was rich. He didn't even know we were in a recession. Know why? Because in his circle, they don't talk about recession. They talk about the next deal. Right. They talk about the next acquisition. They talk about the next merger. They weren't talking about the recession. He didn't even know we were in a recession. So, you know, what you have to do is not just give people, it's like the old saying, you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can teach a man to fish and feed him for a lifetime. Same saying. And that's what we got to do. We got to teach people how to fish. We got to show them what their riches are so they can expound on those. And that's where I am. This show, you know, the TV platform, the newsletter that I send out every week, that's what it's going to be used for. And when I tell you I woke up this morning so clear as a nose on my face, like, you know what? I can't stress out about politics. What I can do is share what I've learned and what I will learn with people so they can try to create a better life for themselves, so politics won't be a big issue. Because here's the thing. People who have money, they're not worried about health care.
Right.
They're not worried about it. Because they can pay for whatever health.
Other people worry about.
They're not worried about the same things. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. And that's where I am. So that's my closing statement for today. And I know Georgia and I have gone over it. It is not Monday. It is Wednesday. But it's the day after the election. So you got to understand that this last hour and 15 minutes you spent with us, we appreciate you.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Hope you voted. Hope your vote counts. I hope it goes the way you wanted to go. I'm not thinking about it no more. I'm about to go get me something to eat. And then I'm going to start my day with doing my website and writing some articles. Not about politics, though. It won't be about politics. Well, that's not true. I probably will talk about who won. I maybe in the Gwinnett County. So it may be a little bit of politics. Not much, though, y'all. Not much. So, Georgia, thank you for jumping on today and joining me to talk about politics. And, yeah, that's what we are.
You're welcome.
I'll be back again tomorrow.
Welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'll be back again tomorrow with a guest. So make sure to stay tuned. Listen, if you miss any episode of this show, go check us out at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Also, check this out, y'all. Go to mygwinnettTV.com. Go to mygwinnettTV.com. All of the video that we shot from this past weekend is on mygwinnettTV.com. So when you go there, you're going to see some other videos and stuff there. But yeah, that's our network. And that's where we're going. We're going to use that network to empower people and inspire people to live their best life and create lives that they love doing what they love. So make sure to stay tuned to all the stuff that we're doing. If you missed any episode of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to list the episodes there. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett, and follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett. And do me a favor, go over to Apple Podcasts, find your favorite episode and give it 5 stars and maybe 2, whatever 2 you like. That's all I'm saying. Share the show with your friends. And if you listen on Spotify, iHeart, SoundCloud, show us some love there as well. Appreciate you so much for doing that. Listen, could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last hour and 16 minutes with me. And trust me, I know time is valuable and sometimes short. And I appreciate you for sticking around to listen to me rant today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. with a guest. So make sure to tune in. And until next time, listen, put your mask on. Stay safe out there. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, G. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.